Yo, good morning, everyone. What's going on, man? It's gonna be one of those times where it feels super weird to be streaming again, but hey, we'll get through it. We gotta get the rust off. Whew. It's been like what, 6 days? Holy moly, man. What's up, Drew? What's up, Mike? B-Water, what's up, man? John, JW, Hamilton. I see everyone in the chat. What do you guys think? Do you think Bitcoin can continue up a little bit higher? Bitcoin's gonna get rejected here, come right back down to the downside. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Mojo said no fingers today. What kind of stream do you think this is, man? Of course there's gonna be fingers today. Of course there's gonna be fingers. Come on, man. Come on. Maybe for the member stream today, I gotta catch up on some stuff today. So maybe for the member stream, we'll just do a fun stream today. And you guys can maybe help me pick some music for the stream. Maybe we can hang out, we can listen to some free YouTube music and pick some music. Maybe that's what we'll do today. While we watch the charts later. We'll see. Hope everyone had a good, I didn't really miss much. Bitcoin just had pretty much the same level. But we got a few things to talk about. Let's get it. Yo, good morning, everyone. Good morning. What's up, Skillful? Kennedy, what's up, man? Been missing this fingers? Of course you have, man. It's because I told you guys. As soon as the fingers goes away for a couple days, you guys are going to be like, bring back the fingers song. Bring back the fingers song. You know how this works. Anytime we take away something, all right, we shit on it, we always want it back. Instantly. Right away, right? But yeah, what's going on, man? What's going on? What's up, John? Thank you for the mod talking there, my friend. You guys are spamming up the dislikes today. I love it. I see you guys are trolling me today. Listen, just so you guys know, that helps just as much as a like. So I appreciate it. If that's what's going to take, it's what's going to take. Smack up that dislike button. Let's freaking get it, man. All right. We're going to jump on in here, man. Let's get it, man. The dislikes are pumping today. Holy moly. All right, let's get it, man. Wow! Look at Bitcoin! Wow! Look at Bitcoin! It's pumping! Jordan is gone and it is pumping? This must be manipulation. This literally must be manipulation. Look at Bitcoin, it's pumping! 20,400! Rover was right! Crypto was right! I must go 100x long! With my $5 before it's too late! I'm going all in! Let's go! We're going all in! Dump it. Again? But Jordan was on vacation. I should have known it was going to dump. What? No! 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 Yo! Oh, I'm blurry. Hold on, guys. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I see all the dislikes coming in. We're going to jump on in here, guys. It's the morning time, but we had to bring out... Horse Guy had to be a little bit... he had to show you what he was thinking while I was gone, man. He was at the 4th of July party with me, and he was getting super, super pumped for the pump, and I was like, Horse Guy, chill out. We're at Resistance, okay? Chill out, Horse Guy. It's all good, man. You don't need to go all in right now. But what's going on? Good morning. It's a trap. It's too late, John. He's already all in. All right. Let's jump onto the charts, man. I'm excited to be back. I feel a little bit rusty. When I get back from these little trips, I feel super, super rusty, and I got to get myself back in the swing. So if I look rusty, okay, if I look a little, I don't know, rusty, whatever that looks like, let me know. Let me know in the chat. What's up, Dion? I see everyone's in here today. Holy moly, man. Well, all right, let's have some fun. Bitcoin's sitting right at resistance. All right, can Bitcoin continue up higher? Now, this is an interesting point. We are at a very, very interesting point. Skillful coming in, man, with the super chat. Welcome back. Glad you're able to get some R&R with the fam. Yeah, it was nice to have a little bit of time off. Not gonna lie, especially in the current crypto market. I didn't really miss much, so it was a good time to take some time off there. So that was nice. That was nice. Anyways, appreciate that, Skillful. You're the absolute stud, man. You know I love you, man. All right, so welcome back. What can we expect here? Bitcoin is Bitcoin's sitting right at resistance. All right, can we break out of this? If we do break out of this, we got an interesting pattern going on, guys, because you remember that Adam and Eve pattern that was playing out up here. You guys remember before we went away, right? We had this Adam and Eve pattern. We had the right here. Let me bring this up here. We had the sort of the V-shaped top. We had the rounded top, and that pushed us down. Good amount, right? From 20,000 all the way back down to about right around 18,500. So pretty good drop there before we left. All right, now we're in this predicament where we actually could flip that upside down, and could we see a bigger? And this is sort of just speculation here, guys, and I'll tell you guys exactly what I think is going to happen after I kind of go through everything here. I'm going to give you guys everything I see in the charts, and I'll tell you guys what I think is going to happen. All right, so right here. LSO said, my son, Jordan. Listen, man, I only have one father, and that's not you, all right? LSO Cray, I have one father, and I don't know if that's you. But hey, if you want to be brothers, let's do it, man. Let's do it. But I only have one father. Is this safe moon chart? No. All right, what can we see here, guys? What can we see anything that might be forming here that we could have been forming the opposite side? Well, if you see, guys, right here we had this sort of V-shaped recovery. Right here, we had a V-shaped recovery. What happened for BTC? Then we came back down, and what are we starting to do now? We're starting to have that rounded structure back up to the upside. Now, if there's any way, and we need to see Bitcoin break this resistance first, right? You see right here, we have 1 touch, 2 touches, 3 touches, 4 touches. I bet everyone and their mother is looking at this resistance. I bet even Crypto Rover is looking at this resistance level right here, okay? And he's about to put it 100x long if it breaks out. All right, I can already tell on his Twitter. That's what's going down right now, okay? But here's the thing, all right? Here's the thing. If this can break out and we can round back up to the upside, could we see a little bit of a Adam and Eve bottom, all right? Which was the opposite of what we kind of looked at. You guys say a wrong chart. You guys are too funny, man. How many trolls do you guys have planned? I feel like you guys just have a million trolls planned. It's going to be ridiculous. All right. But yeah, if this can round out and come back to the upside, can we see it maybe a little bit of an Adam and Eve bottom? And can see Bitcoin have a little bit of move to the upside? We need to wait to see if we break this resistance, guys. But I just want to tell you guys this before we jump into too far into this. All right. This price action, even though we could see that, right? If Bitcoin comes back up to this red box of resistance, it is a kind of a beautiful, if you ask me, kind of a beautiful Adam and Eve bottom, all right? But I want everyone to be careful here, all right? Because there are some stuff in the charts that we have to be careful for.
Warning, shots fired.
What do we have to be careful for in the charts? Well, this price action is reminding me a lot Okay, a lot of this price action up here. And I want everyone to be careful here. I don't want, this is going to kind of go into my spiel here. We have stuff to look at in all the time frames today, guys. So we got good stuff to talk about this morning. I'm excited. Be careful here, because what do we know about Bitcoin the last couple months? All right, every single pump has been a fake out. Okay, so you got to go into the charts assuming that the bear trend is your friend, right? The trend is your friend to the end. All right, I can't stress that enough. The trend is your friend until the end. You got to go in with a bearish bias. I know it sucks. I know we want the prices to go up, but you got to go in with a bearish bias. If you look at our current price action, we look at the price action that happened up here, it reminds me a lot of the price action that we saw up here before the inevitable dump to the downside. All right, where we had this red box of resistance coming across just like we did. We formed this sort of symmetrical triangle just like we are right now. All right. And we kind of oscillated it for a while. And we kind of had that same structure, right? We had sort of that V-shaped recovery. We had sort of the round, try to have that rounded top. We couldn't break out. We ultimately went sideways for a while before we dumped. All right? So just be careful there, all right? Just be careful. You got to go in with this with a slight bearish bias, all right? Because nothing has changed. The whales seem to be wanting to pick up cheaper BTC. You know what I'm saying? Bathwater said, there are no signs of a reversal or bottom yet. Absolute facts. You got to go in with this bearish bias. And, you know, I like to look at both sides of the coin, all right? No pun intended here. No sides of the coin. We're talking about cryptocurrency. Coins. Come on. No, you got to look at both sides of the coin. Come on. Come on. I've been loving puns lately. Puns are fantastic. That was a great one. You got to look at both sides of the coin, all right? Let me know if that's a great pun in the chat. All right, let me know in the chat. I had to get the sock pumped out of my stomach. Yeah, that was a couple. That was like a week or two ago. So I'm doing good now. I'm doing very, very good. I do have to say. There is a sign. All right, and the other thing is here, guys. Before we get too excited, even if Bitcoin can get any move to the upside here, and I want to stress this too. It's just reminding me the same type of deal as the same structure that Bitcoin's had every single time it's moved lower. All right. If we look at this, I mean, what is Bitcoin starting to form? If you look at its resistance and the support here, you're just starting to form another bear flag to the upside, right? So even if Bitcoin does this, where, you know, it gets super excited, as Crypto Rover would say, super excited. He's kind of freaking me out this morning already. I can already picture him tonight where you're super excited. Even if he gets super excited, and he pumps up to this red box here, just be careful, because what do we have here? Another possible rising channel. Hold on. Another possible rising channel. So even if Bitcoin does want to get a pump up, I do think, just like you saw up here where Bitcoin kind of had that little pump up after breaking this resistance, right? Is if you look at it, it's just the same price action. Nothing's changed, right? You look at it right here. Bada bing, bada boom. You had this move to the downside there. You had this move to the downside here. You're right at resistance. Even when Bitcoin broke to the upside, you came right up to the top of the channel. All right? Right up to the top of the channel. Nothing changed. All you saw is more.
Warning, shots fired.
You hit it and you don't. Right? So even if you get that move to the upside, I'm looking for a rejection off the top of this resistance level here, which would be somewhere around like the 23K level, the best case scenario in my opinion for now. I do not see Bitcoin having a major pump until at least to the next FOMC meeting, where hopefully the Fed makes some type of pivot. Until then, to me, this is the best case scenario for me, is a move up to the top of this channel, just like we did up here. All right, just like we did up here. Let's see. The live ticker is gone. BTC is 0. No, man, I need to fix that live ticker. That's something I'm going to do today. I have a huge to-do list today to upgrade some stuff here. And then on the member stream today, maybe you guys can help me with some stuff, all right? We can have a little fun, watch the charts, do some live price action, and we can look at, you guys can let me know if there's anything you want to add, or we can look at some music and stuff like that. We're just going to hang out today on the member stream. That's going to be at 1 o'clock again today. I'm excited for that one, to see what you guys are up to for the 4th of July. All right, let's see. Ticker's still on vacation. The ticker's still setting off fireworks. The problem is the ticker was setting off fireworks. It blew off one of its fingers. You know, so the problem is the ticker can't do fingers down the spine. Okay, and so it can't be on the screen either. You know, so it's quite frank. Quite frank. Here we go with the quite frank again. I haven't said that in 6 days. Here we go. Quite frank. We need to get that fixed. You know. Let me see your Becker today. Oh, I got you. Chewy, you'll see my Becker later. With the hoodie and the glasses and everything. All right. All right. I'm still drinking coffee here, guys. Man, let me tell you this. Actually, this isn't bad. Maxwell House coffee isn't that bad right now. Before we jump on in, guys, I kind of want to chit chat for a sec. Maxwell coffee right now actually isn't that bad, but I have to say, at my grandparents' house this weekend, I had the best coffee I've ever had. There was something so good about it. Maybe it's because I've been drinking Maxwell House for so long. Maybe that's it. I don't know. But anyways, let's get over that. Chris Brown became a member. What's going on, Chris Brown? Good to know I have Mr. Freaky Friday himself in here. Nice, man. Congratulations, Chris Brown. Bear market means buy, bull market sell. You're not wrong. All right, let's jump on into what else we got. Guys? I'm actually going to jump onto a few things here. All right, so the Pi cycle bottom indicator. We're going to jump on some short-term price action in a second. Real quick, before we jump into that, let's check out the futures here. Stock market futures, we got them. We're green before. Stock market futures are coming up. So NASDAQ's up about 0.5%. S&P up about 0.5%. Dow up about 0.5%. Everything's up about 0.5%. So futures are in green. That's at least hopefully a good sign going into today. It's better than being red. Okay, it's definitely better than being red. So stock market futures are green going into the open today. Let's see what else we got. We got about a half hour until the stock market open. We're going to go into more short-term price action as we get closer to the stock market open here. But beautiful, beautiful stuff. I want to go over a few things. So the Pi cycle bottom indicator has not crossed yet. Okay, that was set to cross on July 6th. We've had some sideways price action here. So we haven't quite gotten that cross just yet. All right, these are going to cross within the next few days, assuming that the price action, I believe, stays in this relative range here. You're going to see the cross. All right. Now here's the thing: we got this FOMC meeting come up on July 26th and 27th. Okay, according to the website I looked at, July 26th and 27th. These are kind of coiling up here. All right, and you know, I kind of asked this question before we left. Do you think that the Pi cycle indicator, all right, Pi cycle bottom indicator will mark the bottom for Bitcoin? Let me know. All right, let me know. If you guys don't know what this is, if we go back in the past, all right, Pi cycle bottom was right here on this cross right there, right? That marked the bottom in 2018. And if we go back in the past to 2014, I think it was actually, yeah, December 2014, which was right here, these crossed. The next week you had the bottom too, all right? Do you guys think that there's any chance that this cross will mark the bottom? Now, there's a lot of kind of ugly things going on in the macro, all right? We know the macro hasn't changed, right? We know people don't have money right now. We know credit card spending is literally going nuts to the upside. We know that's not good, all right? We know that the euro is getting crushed. Look at the euro, guys. Euro down to almost at $1. That's crazy. I remember just a couple months ago, in really last year, I remember I was looking at some like euro to USD conversions, or the opposite, USD to euro conversions, and literally, yeah, it was like $1.25, and now you're looking at close to $1. All right, so euro's getting crushed to the downside, which means that the DXY is getting mooned to the upside. And what have we talked about? All right. Still nothing has changed in the macro. We can look at the Bitcoin charts all we want. DXY is going absolutely bananas right now. And we sort of said if the DXY starts building up strength again, that's not going to be good for crypto. All right. And the DXY is going nuts on the weekly right now. Absolutely nuts. Back up to 107 actually on the weekly. So that's not good for crypto. All right. And if we look at it and we zoom out right now, I mean, guys, I don't want to be calling it an absolute collapse, but if you look at where the next level is for the DXY, we're looking at it up here towards 120. That's the next logical resistance looking up. There's really nothing else up here, right? Which is back up 118, 119, 120 level, which is the previous highs back from the early 2000s. So that's some sketchy shiza, if you ask me. So let's continue to watch this, but that's not the thing I wanted to see coming back. I don't want to see the DXY going nuts and the euro getting absolutely crushed. All right, it's not what I want to see overall. You know. And yeah, you guys know there's other things going on. Like people are putting stuff on credit cards as we're in a recession. That's not a good recipe for success. Okay, so I know people got to do what they got to do. I'm just looking at stuff from a macro sense, and if debt is going up as the prices are going up on everything and rates are going up, that's not a good sign in general. But I will continue to say, guys, that the people that, before we jump into the short-term price action, because we're going to get deep and dirty into the 15-minute and the 1 hour time frame. Don't get me wrong. I wanted to go over, more so the macro stuff that I see coming back. But I will say, guys, the people who have, quick rant alert here this morning, all right?
Rant alert.
I will continue to say, man, I think we're closer to the end of this than we are to the beginning of this. I think most people would definitely agree with that. I think we're closer to the end than the beginning. Not so much sense of, the bottom is in. I don't think the bottom is in. I'm still looking for 14K, and quite frankly, I wouldn't rule out 10K at this point. The people who have the opportunity to take advantage of this are the people that are going to come out the strongest. And I know that's common sense. Like, so people who take advantage of the bottom are going to be the ones who are the winners. I know that's common sense. And I know that's sort of just hearsay, but I think it's not said enough. It's people, other people's capitulation, other people being forced to sell sucks. Okay, we don't want to see people get hurt. We don't want to see people get liquidated. We don't want to see people have to take money out of their investments because they have to pay bills. We don't want to see that. But if you look at this as much as making money, the people who will be able to, instead of sell, be able to pick up stuff at this point, whether it's crypto, whether it's stocks, whether it's the inevitable real estate crash that I think is coming as well. The people who are going to be able to take advantage of that are the people who are going to be the winners in the next 5, 10, 15 years, just like we've seen consistently, right? I mean, in 2008, the people who took advantage of that absolutely killed it. Early 2000s, people who took advantage of that absolutely killed it. We're going to see the same thing here within the next 1 to 2 years, all right? People who take advantage are going to be people who are going to be, I think, having fun for the next while. So just keep your eye on the prize, right? These are the times you want to be paying attention to the markets, not just crypto, really anything. These are the times you want to be paying attention to the markets, all right? Don't be getting out and not paying attention right now, because it's more important to pay attention now than it is in a bull market, in my opinion, all right? You guys have your own opinions, but it is what it is. So basically, we want to be FTX. I guess. Pay attention to OnlyFans. Why do you think credit card usage is so high? And that's not the sound of credit cards. That's the sounds of something else. All right. Well, let's continue on. So, 15-minute time frame. What do we got going on? Let's go to the hourly first. Hourly time frame. Let me see you guys are saying in the chat here. Blood means bottom, even if its own German euro paying blood. Oh, the euro's getting crushed, man. It's not. I don't. I mean, how is it over there in Europe? I know I generally talk about what's happened in the U.S., but how is it over in Europe? I got to assume that it's such a weird phenomenon, right? Because you got inflation going up and you got your currency going down. It's a weird phenomenon. How is it over in Europe? For everyone in my euros over there, pay attention to the markets. Oh, here comes Clint. I'm glad Clint's back, man. Clint, I missed your banter, man. I missed our banter. I really did.
Welcome back, Jordan. Can you check out JUP? When
That's awesome, man. I miss Clint. I can't chat during member stream. I can't even like Horse Guy. Welcome back, Jordan. Can you check out JUP? When alts, crazy times. Well, we'll check out alts in a second. Let's go to short-term time frames in a second. Europe sucks. It's shit. Everything is effing expensive. If you're scared to buy in a bear market, you shouldn't be in crypto. I think that goes to anything, man. And people are scared to buy stocks when they're low too. They're giving too many bonuses in Italy. Gas is crazy. Oh yeah, I heard gas is like $11 a gallon or some shit like that. That's absolutely nuts. That's absolutely nuts, man. I filled my car yesterday. It was like $50, which doesn't sound like a lot, but if gas was $11 over here, I'd be paying like $120, $130 to fill a tank for one tank. It's nuts, man. I feel bad for you guys. I want to complain about like $5.50, but $11, I'm not going to complain, man. I'm not going to complain. You guys have it sucky. That absolutely sucks, man. I feel super bad for you guys. The like button's getting smashed today. 224 likes. That is absolutely nuts. You guys tried to troll me with the dislikes earlier. I like it. If there's any way you could switch those dislikes to likes, that'd be great. I appreciate you guys. Or you can keep them dislikes too. Everything helps. Everything helps. All right, hourly chart. Let's jump on in to the hourly chart. All right, what do we got? So let's start some short-term price action before the market open. So the hourly chart, we did break trend. All right, so up here we had this upward sloping trend line coming up like this. Right, you guys can see we had consistent support. We had support coming up, support, support. We kept getting support on this general trend. We did break it to the downside, came back up and retested as resistance. So you guys know this is one of the setups I look for. All right, so we broke trend, we came back up, we retested, and now we're getting that continuation to the downside. All right, now for the short term, what do I always tell you guys? Watch the 50 EMA. All right, the 50 EMA is going to tell you a lot. If Bitcoin comes back down here on the hourly chart, all right, first gets a close below the 20. If it comes back down to that 50 EMA, if it holds the 50 EMA, what do we like to see on the 50 EMA, guys? The 50 EMA is usually the turning point, all right? So if it comes back down to the 50 EMA, holds, it could just be a rise above the 50, retrace, rise again, retrace to the 50 EMA again, to rise again, all right? Now we know Bitcoin's right at resistance, so we got to be a little bit careful in these areas because we always got to make sure we pay attention to the longer term time frames, like the 4 hour, where Bitcoin is right at a downtrend of resistance, right? We're sitting right at resistance right now. If we look at what else we got, and this is one thing we got to pay attention to, guys, because this is usually a type of thing I look for some type of short opportunity. I would be looking at this as a juicy short. I wasn't in front of the charts this morning, but this would have been a nice short opportunity from the highs here of the retest of this. I mean, it wouldn't have been a huge move so far, but I mean, you know, from the retest to this level, it's about 1% move to the downside. I mean, you're not talking about anything crazy, but you're not looking for home runs. I think we've seen a lot. If you guys, I think someone that's, you know, someone that got a little bit of heat lately. If you guys have been watching Sheldon, his trades have been getting stopped out like crazy. And this is why I want to be a reminder for everyone that trade short-term time frames is you're not going to win every single trade, man. People who have been doing this for a long time lose consistently. They lose trades consistently, man, over and over and over again, right? If you guys have been watching Sheldon, he's getting a lot of heat because his trades keep getting stopped out when he does these live trades. And usually I troll, but, you know... I got it. Sometimes it's a little bit interesting when you trade live, right? It's interesting. It's easy to say, "Oh, I won this trade" when you're not in it live. Okay, so yeah, man. Trading. I mean, this range has been interesting range, to say the least. Now, if we're looking at some indicators like the 4 hour time frame, the stock RSI still has a little bit more room to run to the upside. This is why I say this is a very interesting point right here. Very interesting point because Bitcoin can rip one way or the other. It really can rip one way or the other. We are right at resistance. So if you did short the top of this resistance, hallelujah, you probably already made a little bit of cash, right? you probably made a little bit of cash, right? You shorted right here at this resistance, boom, short to the downside, you made some money. You shorted right here, boom, short to the downside, you made some money. You came back up again. We keep making higher lows here. It's an interesting point. Like I would short the top of this, but I would have a tight stop right above resistance here. All right, just be prepared to get stopped out because they've been stopping everyone out. As far as I'd seen on Twitter, people are getting stopped out like crazy lately. So just make sure if you're trading, use stops, but just be prepared to get stopped out because they've been stop hunting like crazy. As far as I've seen on Twitter, I haven't really been in front of the charts the last five days or so. So keep that in mind. Now we go to the 15-minute time frame. This is just ugly price action too. Ugly price action right now. We look up on the charts. There's not any vector candles, and this is why this is super tricky area to trade, because the trade was the back test, right? The trade was the rise up and the back test right here. That was the trade. Now you're kind of in a sticky point now. Sticky point, because you're sitting below the 50 EMA, but you're kind of just hovering right there. You haven't really gotten that that move to the downside just yet. If we go to, say, the 5-minute, all right, can you make your W formation? Because you're at the 200 EMA. So for all my short-term traders out there, Jordan, what does your coffee cup say? Oh, real quick, it says give thanks and drink coffee, man. Give thanks and drink coffee. Here you go. My boy calmly sipping that coffee of Joe's. Oh, it's delicious this morning, man. I actually, guys, I know I used to shit on people. I said, how do you not use creamer, right? I used to come on here and do this. Right? You guys know me. I like to troll a lot. I used to do this. This used to be me every day. Black coffee? How do you not use creamer? How do you not use milk or cream? Are you serious? Black coffee is disgusting. At least put a little flavor in there. What are you, 70 years old drinking black coffee? Put some freaking flavor in there. Oh my Lord. It's ridiculous. Don't drink black coffee. You guys know me. But I've been drinking black coffee lately. And I have to say, it is delicious. It is fire, as the youngins would say nowadays. I'm not a youngin anymore. I'm old. So I can't say fire. I can't say that's fire. That's dope. No. It's delicious. It's delicious. You know? So keep that for what it is. Yeah, but black coffee is the way to go. If you don't drink black coffee, you're not a real coffee drinker. Okay? Maya's looking at me like, shut the hell up. And then I say, all right. So if you look at this, 5-minute time frame. Let's jump back into the charts because sometimes we get carried away. 5-minute time frame. Can we see the W formation form here? All right. We have a white stopping volume candle come in. Can we see the move to the downside, move to the upside, move to the downside, move to the upside? Right? Because we are sitting right at that 200 EMA on the 5-minute time frame. Now, this is super short-term time frame stuff. Keep this in mind. All right? This is not end-all, be-all shiza. Okay? Move down, move up, move down, move up. If Bitcoin can come back up, and this is why we had to watch this very, very carefully, guys, because if you see where the top of this W formation is on the short-term time frames, the problem is here that the short-term time frames, you got the 50 EMA coming in right where that W reversal is. So this is actually going to give us a lot of clues, because if Bitcoin can get back above this at the W formation, because what do we like to see at bottom of moves? We need to see the W formation. We can't confirm a local low until you see the W formation. So if Bitcoin comes back up, breaks 20,460, breaks the 50 EMA with some volume, you want to see a move up here with a vector candle, right? You want to see that green vector candle come in. If you guys are using vector candles in your charts, you want to see that green vector candle pop over the 50 EMA with some oomph. You want to see some oomph on this one. You want to see, once again, we're loving this today.
Warning, shots fired.
You want to see that green vector candle pop up over the 50 EMA here in the short term. All right? That's what you want to see. Right? So we're going to watch that in the short term. Right? But you have that formation to try to continue higher. Now we have to remember Bitcoin's right at resistance. So it's an interesting point. It really, really is. If you look at the 15-minute time frame, the 15-minute time frame looks like it could be ready for a move up. The reason why is you get your 15-minute stock RSI that's bottomed out, and you're kind of just chilling right at the 50 EMA. Right? You broke back below it slightly, but you're kind of just holding it. All right? Now we know the stock market futures are green, so hopefully that gives the Bitcoin a little bit of a oomph to the upside here in the morning too. All right? Shout out to my sleeveless hoodie though. Sleeveless hoodie, new Ethereum hat, we're rocking it today. By the way. So we are at an interesting point. I think there's an interesting point where Bitcoin could see a move to the upside here in the morning time frame. If we actually look at, if you guys want to see some type of formation here too, is this. Right? Could we see maybe some sort of, it's a little bit interesting, but could we see some sort of short-term wedge formation? right? We know we love our falling wedges and our rising wedges. In the short term, you know, it's not perfect. I would more so, I like in the short term to take it from the closes. But in the short term, if this holds, could you see maybe a little bit of a rising wedge to the upside? Let's find out, right? Let's find out. I'm actually going to stick to the 5 minute here so we can see a little bit of short-term price action. But yeah, let's find out here in the short-term time frames as we go into the market open. I want to say again, too, guys, though, all right? This is something that I've been looking at, too. I know the DXY is going nuts. You fell for the FUD. Who fell for the FUD? Bitcoin's at 20,000. Oh, Lord, man. Here we go. Don't make me bring out pencil neck in the morning, man. We don't want to see pencil neck in the morning. Okay? No one fell for the FUD. The FUD is real. Bitcoin's at 20K. Its low was 17,500. We haven't gone nowhere just yet. We haven't gone nowhere. Okay? I want to remind everyone, the NASDAQ, which Bitcoin is super, super correlated to the NASDAQ. We know this, right? Bitcoin's more correlated to the NASDAQ than anything. Anything. All right? We are right at resistance on the NASDAQ. So we have 1 touch, 2 touches, 3 touches, 4 touches. Look at where we're at yesterday. Yesterday we came back up and we tapped that resistance again. All right? Every time we've hit that, we've seen a downwards move. If there's any chance, if Bitcoin wants to get a rise to the upside, if the NASDAQ can break this falling wedge, how long are we looking at this falling wedge, guys? We've been looking at this falling wedge for the NASDAQ forever. If the NASDAQ can get a significant move, if this can finally break out of this wedge formation to the upside, maybe that will be the point where Bitcoin can get a little bit of a rally to the upside. Okay? So we need to watch this today. Because I will tell you guys, this is a big macro pattern. This is a wedge that's been forming since February of this year. I mean, we're talking almost 5 months wedge formation here. This is no joke. If this breaks to the upside, that's the point where Bitcoin can start maybe getting some momentum to the upside too here in the short term. All right, so we're going to watch that very closely going into today. All right, like you said, futures are green. You're right at resistance. It's a very interesting point for not only Bitcoin, but also the NASDAQ. Okay, so we're going to watch that today very, very closely. Java and Bob, you know where they are, man. They sleep in the morning. You know where they are. You know where they are. Let's see what Bob's doing in his room right now. Meatloaf. Ketchup. Jabba wedgie. Jabba's fat. Jordan sucks at TA. So, you know what Bob and Jabba are doing right now. Come on, it's the morning time, man. They both of them sleep. They sleep till like 1 p.m. So you got to give them a little time to wake up, okay? They're not energized. They stay up really late. I don't know what they do. Well, I know Bob. Bob watches Around the Blockchain over and over again, and Jabba likes to just sit up in shorts. So we know what they're doing late night. So let's have a little patience, and we'll go from there. Stop moaning. All right, let's continue on. So we're sitting there in the NASDAQ. Yeah. So let's go back to BTC. Let's go back to BTC. I want to see what's going on here. So Bitcoin's coming a little lower again. I'm actually going to get rid of this just because it's all kind of jacked. There's too many lines coming on here. Let's get rid of this. So short term. Let's see what we're looking at here. I mean, Bitcoin's got just interesting levels everywhere. It's been going sideways here for quite a bit. All right, let's watch that. So we know we had a wick down here in the 15-minute. Let's see if it's coming back down and take this wick. We've seen wick. We're getting to move to the downside here. Let's see. Let's see what Bitcoin does in the short term here. On the market open in the next 10 minutes. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. We got 311 likes. Let's get the 500 likes this morning. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. I'm happy to be back. Hope you guys are happy to have something to watch. Someone said something funny in the morning. I'm not gonna comment on it, but just because I'm not. All right. I sometimes I need to watch what I say. So I'm not gonna say it, okay? But if you were here in the pregame chat, it was kind of funny. Let's see what you guys are saying here. Brandon, what's going on, man? Brandon said personal projection. Bounce up, Adam and Eve pattern, then we'll CPI on the 28th. Bloody bottom will show around 14K. This is what I think. Brandon, that's a pretty good point. I mean, like we said earlier, I mean, it's just another one of those time frame charts where Bitcoin is forming one of those patterns, but we've done it before, and that's why it's one of those. I hate to be that guy, because every single time Bitcoin goes sideways like this, you got everyone and their mother calling for Bitcoin to be bottomed. The bottom is in, right? Every single time Bitcoin does this, the bottom is in. Every single move, Bitcoin's going up significantly higher, right? So I'm trying to. The trend is your friend to the end, and that's not me saying don't. If you feel like DCA, don't DCA. If you feel like the DCA. That's not me saying that. It's just if I'm looking at the charts and I'm looking at the direction it's going to continue to go, you got to respect the trend. And we've seen this consistently, man. Is Bitcoin, it gets everyone excited. It seems like it's forming a bottom, okay? And right now, I'm going to be honest. Like, I like this formation. I like that Adam and Eve formation as far as the W pattern, and it's the Adam and Eve pattern is basically just a glorified W pattern, okay? But I want to remind everyone that we've seen this price action before, okay? We've seen this price action before, which is the W pattern with a move to the downside, move to the upside, move to the downside, move to the upside. Now, this is not confirmed, but if this does move up to the upside, oh my God, man. All right, there we go. I thought Java was coming out today. If we get the confirmed move to the upside, the highest I see it going is the top of this channel until we get some type of pivot from the Fed. Because honestly, it's the same thing that we saw here, man. Look at this price action. It's the same. Move to the downside on a wick, move to the upside, come back down, take the wick. You get the confirmed move to the upside, top of the channel, right? Huge yellow vector candle, move to the upside. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that in the next couple of days. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that move to the upside. Okay, just like we saw right here. You got the W pattern, but then you got rejected and just continued down, right? So I don't want to be that guy that's, oh my God, we're going sideways. That means the bottom is in. No. That doesn't mean the bottom is in. That just means that the daily RSI was oversold. You need to cool it off. You went sideways for a little bit to cool it off. Just you see here, right? Price action's at the same point, but the daily RSI is higher. All it's doing is just resetting the indicators to go lower, in my opinion. That's it. Right? The daily RSI would drop all the way down to an 18. It needs to cool off at some point. How can it do that? You can either cool off the RSI by pumping, or you can cool off the RSI by just going sideways. And you're just going sideways right now. And now the RSI is reset back up to about a 40. Now it has more room to continue lower if it wants to. And how many times do I say this too? I cannot see a significant rally. Doesn't mean you can't see a green candle or two to the upside here, just like you saw over here. But I can't see a significant rally with the daily stock RSI and the daily also topped out. I've said that consistently, and so far that's been correct. Whenever the daily stock RSI is topped out, I cannot see a significant rally. Now, if Bitcoin comes back up and has a giant yellow candle to the upside today, a giant yellow vector candle to the upside today, don't come at me. Don't say, Jordan said it can't have a rally. No, I think it can. I think it can at least come back up to the top of this channel, if anything. But I just see it doing the same thing again, which is getting rejected at the top of the channel just to come back down lower again. So that's my general thought process there. All right? If you do get that move to the upside here, you're going to have everyone calling the bottom is in again. Like for the friggin' 10th time. The bottom is in. Okay, the bottom is in, the bottom is in, the bottom is in for the 10th friggin' time. Bitcoin building a strong base. Fear and greed clumped up. Yabba dabba 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 do. Just for Bitcoin to do the same thing. Because what has changed? What has changed in the bigger picture? Nothing has changed in the bigger picture. Bitcoin has its ups, its downs, but nothing has changed in the bigger picture. All right, DXY is mooning. Euro is crashing. Okay? Stock market hasn't gone anywhere. Okay? You're right at resistance on the stock market. People using credit cards like crazy. Gas prices, high. Grocery prices, high. All right? Housing, still high. Nothing's changed in the bigger picture. Okay, the economy is still not at a sustainable level. So take it for what you will. I don't think anything's changed. I see people on Twitter bullish again. Again, it's like, it is what it is, man. You guys know my take. You guys know my take. Let's see. Summary of the show. Gonna go up, DCA. I guess, Neil. I guess if that's what you take. That's what you take. Kramer is bullish, which means yeah. I saw Jim Kramer is bullish on Twitter. I don't know if I like that. Well, no, I don't think he's bullish. I think he was trolling, guys, because he just said it's time for crypto. Like, if you saw what he actually said, he just said it's time for crypto. That doesn't mean he's bullish. Because I think someone disproved it on Twitter, because I saw someone said that he said on the show earlier that day that he sees Bitcoin cratering. So I think he was just trolling on Twitter, man. You know, it is what it is. He's going to roll out an Amazon fractal next. Hey, I got to give Savvy his credit. Savvy's rolling in the dough right now, right? We're all sitting here and Savvy's like this. They see me rolling. They hating. They all trying to use my Amazon fractal. Trying to catch me riding dirty. Trying to catch me the Amazon fractal. They're trying to short Bitcoin like friggin' me. But they ain't me. They can't find Amazon like fractals like me. They're trying to catch me rolling. They're trying to catch me riding dirty. Trying to catch me riding dirty. Trying to catch me riding dirty. Oh no, I'm so rich. I'm shorting Bitcoin. Yeah, I'm shorting Bitcoin. I'm shorting Critcoin. Nothing rhymes with Bitcoin. Oh, man. Savvy's going nuts, man. You know, this is what it is. All right, so what else we got? Let's check out the futures real quick. We got 3 minutes into the open, guys. 3 minutes into the open. We'll hopefully get some price action here. We got S&P still a little bit up. I mean, it's basically flat, man. I mean, 0.3 points, 0.4 points. I mean, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. All right. So we chilling. I said Bitcoin. I said Bitcoin. Oh Lord, it's going down. All right, here we go. Here we go. Yes, we got 3 minutos until the open. There we go. Shorting Bitcoin. Oh, Lord, man. You guys are too funny. All right. Ethereum, let's go check out ETH. All right, so ETH. Before the open. ETH has the same setup, too. I actually, you know, if we kind of look at what Ethereum did here, too, guys, it is, you know, it's very reminiscent, okay? It has, every single time, it's showing this structure, which we want to see for a bottom structure, okay? But you just haven't seen it play out yet, right? This is what we want to see. But you got to see it play out at some point. The issue is that we keep seeing that move to the upside, okay, to the W formation. Like, look what we did here. It's the same point. Boom, boom, try to rise up. You just can't do it, right? You have this downtrend of resistance here. You just can't break it on that possible W formation bottom, right? You can't do it. It's nothing, right? Downtrend, just resistance. You come back up, try to make the W formation, rejected, dump. You right? We're kind of seeing the same thing here again. Now, you don't have that same downtrend of resistance, but you still have that W formation here. Can this be the time where Ethereum finally gets that W breakout? Or is it just going to get rejected again? That's the question, you know? I think this is the formation that we want to see, but we got to come up and break the previous highs. Until we do, it's just the same that we've seen consistently, right? I mean, we can go up and look at all the times that we've seen this. This was kind of a bigger example, right? Right here. Hit to the downside, rise. But what do we need to see on this, guys? We need to see the rise above the W formation highs. We need to see the back test, and we need to see the continuation. So this time we got the breakout, we got the back test, but we didn't see that continuation to the upside. And then we just dumped. This time, we couldn't even get to the W formation highs. And this time, we're trying to get up to the W formation highs, but we need to break that 1280 mark, confirm it as support, and then get the continuation. So each time we kind of keep doing a similar thing, just on a smaller time scale. You guys can see these kind of keep getting smaller and smaller, but you can't get that continuation to the upside. It just keeps doing the same thing, even on the start of this move. You guys can see right here, right? Hit to the downside, rise, hit to the downside, rise. You try to get the breakout, you back test, but you just can't get that continuation, and you dump. You know? It's the same pattern, just over and over and over and over again. And everyone keeps falling for it every single time without waiting for confirmation. All right? You gotta wait for confirmation. Stop getting pumped up, stop getting so jazzed up on these bear market pumps until you see confirmation. I want to see a move up here, a retest, and then a confirmed continuation before I even get remotely excited on any type of move to the upside. We still got a lot of work to do. Okay? So that's my point on the longer term time frames. All right, market open. Let's see what we got. Bitcoin sitting at the lows right now. You got the close down here. You retake these wicks. Now is it going to want to move back to the upside? Or is it going to say, screw you, I'm up back down to the downside? All right, let's go to the S&P. S&P should be at resistance too. Let's actually bring this down like this. Bada bing, bada boom. S&P, we want to see this resistance break. So just like the NASDAQ, we do have a downtrend of resistance on the S&P. We want to see that break as well. Go down like this. A little bit like this. It's not as clean as the NASDAQ one, but same type of formation. We want to see this breakout. S&P's got a little bit more room to run to the upside here. So it looks like this wants to move up on the open. Let's see. Yeah, slight move up on the open. Bitcoin still just hovering at the low. So nothing really happening here on the open. DXY, man, just the DXY just looks interesting. Interesting is the word. It looks like it just wants to go nuts. You know, it's really what it looks like on the longer term time frames. S&P still trying to get a move up here. Bitcoin holding the lows. All right, Bitcoin just holding the lows at the moment. Let's go to the 5-minute on Bitcoin. Yeah, you got blue stopping volume coming in here. Let's see if they get any confirmation on the move up. You will if you're shorting T. Let's see. Gap to fill in the S&P, easy long, but don't hold it long. True. All right, here comes the move up for Bitcoin. So I was waiting for that move up. You see the S&P moving up, okay? So you might be thinking, all right, why isn't Bitcoin moving up? Well, now you're seeing it move up. And now, what did we talk about, guys? We got that W formation off the 200 moving average. We want to see that continuation move up now. Let's see if we can get that yellow vector candle. Here it is. There it is. There it is. All right. Come on, man. Break back above that 20 EMA. So you want to see Bitcoin break above the 20, break above the 50, get continuation to the upside. That's what you want to see here. It's playing out already. Let's see. Starting to play out. Come on, BTC. Pump it. 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 Come on, BTC. 20,444. S&P still continuing up. Bitcoin, you want to see that continuation up too. Not for long. Pump it. Pump it. Pump it. Pump it. And if you get this move up, the level we have to break for BTC here, in order to break out of this little symmetrical triangle, at least in the short term, right? I don't know if I told you guys my thought process earlier. At least for the short term, we see Bitcoin break. It's like right now, I think it's at, let's see. If Bitcoin in the short term can break right around 20,556, that's going to be the point where Bitcoin breaks to the upside. And maybe we can liquidate a little job as longs. Sorry, not job as longs. Java would never long. That's ridiculous for me to even say. If we break that level here, that could be the point where Bitcoin starts to obviously get a move to the upside. And we can maybe liquidate some Java shorts, and he can wake up from his slumber, and we can liquidate him a little bit. So 20,556 or so is the level we're looking at for BTC. All right, there we go. W formation back above the 50 EMA. Let's see what it does here now. So you got that W formation. Now you're going to come back down, back test, okay? It's going to come back down, back test the W formation. This is the level I look for, guys. This setup right here. This is my bread and butter. If I'm gonna trade, this is my bread and butter setup. All right. It's any type of W formation or M formation. Rise above. Back test of the formation highs, right? Which is right here. Back test the formation highs continuation. All right. Let's see what it wants to do. I want to see this close. All right. If the 5-minute candle closes below, you can wipe that crap out. But you got the yellow vector candle here, so this could just be a retrace of the yellow vector, right? Before a rise back to the upside. Let's see where this 5-minute candle closes here. But this is sort of the formation that I look for here. Rise, retrace of the 50, retrace of the W formation highs, which is right here. Continuation. Let's see. As we know, like the short-term time frames have been a little shady lately. A little shady, man. I haven't been trading for the last couple of days, so I kind of got saved from trading the last couple of days. Because I know a lot of people have gotten caught up in the short-term price action and their stop losses and things like that, you know? Let's see. Jordan wants that yellow vector so he can short. No, not yet, man. Not yet. I want to see where this 5-minute candle closes. S&P continuing up. I like that look for BTC here, at least in the short term. Let's see. Choppy price action. Let's see what we get. Crystal Geyser is bottled tap water. Oh, I love Crystal Geyser. It's great. It's water. You know, water's water. Water's water. Whenever I drink tap water, I tend to get sick. So I try to stay away from tap water. I think there's something in tap water that makes me sick. I don't know what it is. It's some type of chemical. All right, here we go, guys. All right, so there you go. So far, so good. You got 3 minutes into the close. If you get the rise back up, retrace, you stay above the W formation. I'm looking for a continuation higher. Right? So let's see. Let's see, man. Let's see. This is what I kind of go on the member stream. On the member stream, which we're going to do later, you guys are going to help me pick some music today. And we're going to go over some short-term time frame stuff. I have a lot of fun with that. I think that's like the most fun I have is with the members when I go back in previous price action and we do some like replays and try to predict what's going to happen next. I have a lot of fun with that. That's super, super fun. It's called fluoride. Yeah, maybe it's fluoride that I got sick. Tap water will kill you nowadays. Well, yeah, I'm not sure. I just know the last time, this could just be a coincidence, but the last 2 times I had tap water, I ended up getting sick, and I haven't been sick since. So I don't think it's a coincidence, and there's no point in me, risking it when I can just get bottled water, you know? Because the last 2 times, you guys remember when I lost my voice a couple months ago? I can't lose my voice. I mean, I stream every day, so I can't lose my voice. It's not worth me risking it, you know? You remind me of Bob. I don't know who that is, if I'm going to be honest. We have well water, so yummy. Yeah, well water's good. Well water's definitely good. Let's go check out ETH in short-term time frames. ETH actually might be looking even more juicy than BTC. Let's see. Let's look at ETH. Let's go to like the... Let's go to a little 15-minute on ETH. Yeah, ETH is just kind of chilling here. Not really doing too much on Ethereum. See if we have any bottom formation on ETH. Yeah, ETH ain't doing shiza. ETH is just chilling. We're waiting for this 5-minute close. I'm going to see where Bitcoin closes on this 5-minute chart. Come on, BTC. All right, got the close. See what they want to do now. So we close back below the 50. Let's see what they do now. Let's see what the little old market makers want to do. S&P still trying to continue up here. Careful on which bottled water. Some of that is just overpriced tap water. Oh, facts. They probably just open this. You know, this is probably what they do with the tap water. They probably just open this and they go like this. Where's my guy? Wow, I can make so much money. Let me just open plastic. Here we go. Let me just open, my name's Pencil Neck. Let me just open plastic and fill this up with tap water and I can sell it for $1. Here we go. right? Hey, do you want to buy this? Hey, man, hey, on the street, you want to buy this? Well, what's that water? Oh, shit. Do you want to buy this? Well, what kind of water is that? Where did you get that water? That water looks so good. How much is it? How much is that water? Oh, don't worry, man. It's $5 for this. $5. You want it? You want it? $5? That's a steal. Will this help me trade better? Yeah. This will help you trade better, man. This will help you trade better. Yeah, take it, man. $5. If you pay $6, I'll even give you an extra juice for trading, man. $6, it's all yours. Well, okay. Okay, I'll pay $6 for that. Wow, I'm gonna be such a good trader. That's probably what they do. All right, there we go. Bitcoin trying to rise back up. Let's see what we do here. Let's see what we do here. Like I said, I'm looking for that W formation, retrace, continuation up. It's basically what I'm looking for here. Let's see. Let's see. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, man. Come on, man. There we go, man. That's my bread and butter right there, man. This is my bread and butter trade. This is why, the members know that I told this on the member stream the other day. This is my bread and butter trade. Is the rise off the W formation, the back test of the W formation highs, continuation up on the short-term time frames. That's it. That's it. We're not doing rocket science here, right? People try to make this stuff too difficult. That's really it. I actually want to touch on something else over here. What did I want to touch on here? Shiza, man. I forget. I want to touch on some other stuff, but it's okay. It's okay. Nevertheless, it is what it is. Should have listened to me. What, you think it's gonna dump? We are right at resistance too, by the way. Keep in mind, it's a little bit different right now because we are right at resistance on the 4-hour time frame. We got to break back above 20,552. All right, that's what we got to break back above now. Maximum fear equals buy. It's simple as that. It's not true. That's not true. If you bought in at maximum fear for the past 7 months, you've gotten destroyed. To be fair, you've gotten destroyed. Did Pi Cycle print yet? Cody, Pi Cycle is getting pretty close. I honestly, I gotta see how these actually, are gonna form. But I would say within the next. I mean, it's interesting because if you look at the trajectory of these, this is the weekly time frame. It could take another couple weeks. I would say within the next couple weeks, but depending on the price action, depending on the price action, but yeah, it's interesting how this FOMC meeting on July 26th and 27th is looking like it wants to correlate right where that Pi cycle bottom is going to cross, right? And a lot of people are speculating that this could be, this could be the last rate hike. Is this July one? So it's very interesting how these are coiling up here. Okay, very, very interesting. Let me ask the chat. This is sort of a macro question. Do you guys think when they come up on the September, do you guys think that they'll do another rate hike in September, or do you think July will be the last one? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Do you think they'll pivot after July? What do you think they're gonna do? I mean, we're getting to the juicy times because there's so much shit that could happen, man. Like, if they come out and they say, all right, the economy's shit, we got to start printing money again. I think the market's gonna go nuts. I do. At least in the short term. I don't know if it's gonna last. I don't know if it's gonna be this extended bull market. All right, we're Bitcoin's doing a 5x or some shit. But at least a little rally. We're getting to an interesting time. Brandon said September. Interesting. I have no clue because a lot can happen. These next few months are going to be very interesting for not only Bitcoin, but really any type of investment. Oh, man, why didn't I? See what happens, man? Every time I stream, my setups happen. So here's the thing. Every time I stream, my setups happen. All day, nothing happens. Okay? Where I want to do a trade, nothing happens. Until right before my night stream. And then a trade happens. And then I'm stuck in my trade as I stream. It's always the terrible timing, man. This was a nice long opportunity there. Quite beautiful, if you ask me. That was textbook. This was textbook stuff. S&P still trying to continue up. Man, this is what it is, man. It is what it freaking is. 20,527. We're coming up right at that 4-hour breakout point too. If this breaks right here, we want to wait for a 4-hour close. That's what, 7, 8, 12? Yeah, 12 noon. That's coming up at noon. So we want to wait for the noon close on the 4-hour. But if you get a 4-hour close above this downtrend here, which, I think that's a good point where, there could be a shot where Bitcoin comes back up to test the highs again. About 20, right around 22K. So let's see. Not gonna get too excited until it breaks out, right? Don't get your panties in a bunch just yet. But good stuff happening there. You must make. Let's see. I thought the market only crabbed when you stream. True. They hinted at 50 basis points in July. Could be as low as 25 basis points in September. Yeah, as soon as they start rolling that back, you're gonna want to be in the markets, man. And then that's why I think everyone's gonna have a HODL portfolio, whether you think the bottom is in or not. You don't know, and that's the thing with crypto, man. I know things like the sentiment is so bearish right now.
Rant alert.
The sentiment is so bearish right now, but you guys know, if you've been in the space even for a year, you know how quickly the sentiment can switch, man. If you guys were here last summer, I mean, you guys remember how bearish it was last summer, right? There was no hope. I mean, you were looking at the charts and be like, all right, the weekly chart looks like shit. Bitcoin dropped to like 27K, right? Charts look like shit. There was no hope. It was bearish, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you had the B word conference, and all of a sudden, man, Bitcoin just ripped to the upside. In a matter of a few months, went from 27K to 69K. The sentiment can switch so quick, and that's why I recommend everyone to have a HODL portfolio, even if you don't think the bottom is in, because you don't know where the bottom's going to be. Like you got to be prepared for any scenario, because if they come out in July and they say, I don't think this is going to happen, but if they come out in July and say, all right, we're switching narrative, right? The sentiment's going to switch quick, right? If they come out in September, we're going to switch. Sentiment's going to switch quick, right? And I think when they do switch, the market's going to rally hard, man. Rally hard. And the thing is, people don't have money, but you know how people react, right? When people don't have money, they want to make quick money. So when they see crypto going up, that's when they're going to jump in, and that's when we take profits. Okay, you know how this works. Okay? But I think when we do have that next rally, it's going to be a quick one. Fast one. Don't necessarily think it's going to be a bull market, but, it's to the point where Bitcoin can do a little rally like 2019. Because people forget, even in the last bear market, right? I'm just kind of rambling here. But even in the last bear market, in 2019, right, where Bitcoin was in a bear market, there was nothing really bullish going on over here. But Bitcoin still rallied. I could see something like this play out, right? And this could be that point where the Fed pivots, right? Where you're not going into a full-blown bull market, but you can still make a shitload of money if you had a HODL portfolio, right? Like in 2019, this wasn't a bull market, but Bitcoin still went from 3K to 14K, almost a 5X in the midst of a bear market, right? So I could see something like that, where even if short term, which I think is likely, even if Bitcoin goes down to like 14K short term, I could see the point where it has a rally, like maybe not right away, but as soon as the Fed pivots, maybe it consolidates down here for a little bit, right? But then has that rally back up to like, just a quick example, maybe like 45, 50K, which is like, it's just crazy to think that if Bitcoin drops to 14K and move to 50K is a 4X, right? At that point, you're talking about a pretty significant move. And that's Bitcoin. That's not altcoins, right? And then you still make a lower high. Maybe you come back down, consolidate to the next halving, and then that's the point where you go on the next bull market or something, right? I can see this being a pretty realistic scenario. So just be prepared for whatever, man. I'm just sort of rambling here because no one knows what really is going to happen, but there's a lot of factors in play. I would say there's a lot of factors in play. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat here. Last one. That's a reasonable theory. Yeah. There's still money to be made in a bearish market because you could still do significant moves in a bearish market. You just got to know where to take profits. And I will say, how should I word this? It's such an interesting point because let me ask you guys one thing here. One more ramble and I'll call it a stream for now. All right, one more ramble here. If Bitcoin did have a rally, right, let's say Bitcoin, settles in for another 1-2 months or so, maybe 3 months. Let's say Bitcoin does something like this until the fall. If Bitcoin did have a rally back up, all right, to 45, 50K, would you guys be taking profits or would you guys just be holding? Let me know because it gets to an interesting point because at that time you're betting on the cycles, right? Because you're betting on Bitcoin not going on a bull run until the next halving, which is in 2024. So you're sort of betting on the cycles and betting on this not being a true rally and coming back down. Would you guys be taking profits at 25K, 30K, 35K, 40K? Or would you guys just be holding? I'm curious what you guys would say on that. I'm curious. Because I'm going to be honest, man. I told you guys, I'm not making that same mistake where I'm just going to hold. If I start seeing the signs where people are getting way too euphoric, I'm definitely going to be taking profits. I'm not making that same mistake again because every time I tell myself that, Jordan, just hold, man. It sort of comes back and bites me in the ass. So I'm not going to do that. And I won't take all profits. I'll always keep some in case it is the true rally. But I'll definitely be taking profits if you see something like this.
Which platforms can you short on?
Definitely. And that's why you accumulate down here because if you accumulate down here, right? You accumulate 20K range, 19K, 18K, or if it goes lower, 14K, right? Even if it goes to 10K. If you accumulate down here, it sounds crazy, but taking profits at 20K, right? 25K, 30K, 35K, 40K. You're talking about significant gains, right? Even for where you are right now, just to get back to 40K is at 2x, right? If Bitcoin gets back to 40K, I'm assuming altcoins are doing 3, 4, 5x's at that point. You're not talking about chump change, okay? So it's exciting, man, because this is what people forget. The lower Bitcoin goes, in theory, the lower it has to go for you to make pretty good money. So that's what's exciting here. That's what's exciting to me. And this is just Bitcoin. This is not altcoins, man, which are down, 90% from their highs. That's exciting to me. That's exciting to me for the future. It is. So that's my last rant for this morning. I'm going to get off for a little bit, go do my step and walk, go get some more coffee, go eat some breakfast. I'll be back for the member stream today. For the member stream, we'll probably I need to catch up on a few things, so we'll probably have some fun. We'll listen to some YouTube music while we look at some charts, so you guys can help me pick some intro music, outro music, different types like that. That'll be at 1 p.m. If you want to become a member, you guys can click that $ button down below. We're going to have that at 1 p.m. We'll listen to the music. We'll look at some past charts, look at some current charts, look at some other stuff we don't normally look at on here. We'll have some fun. That's at 1 p.m. I'll see you guys there for all the members. And then at 7 p.m., I'll see the rest of you guys tonight. All right, 7 p.m., we'll have some fun tonight. Bob, Jabba, Horse Guy, they'll all be back in the mix. They'll all be waking up having some fun today. So let's get it, man. Let's get it. All right. Catch you guys later. Have a fantastic day. Jordan's leaving the stream to short. We'll see how Bitcoin reacts to this resistance. Have a fantastic day if I don't see you guys until tonight. I don't see you until the morning. Hey, have a fantastic day, guys. All right, I'm out. Don't do anything I would do. Don't panic, sell your crypto. And most of all, wait, hold on. I missed some super chats here. Hold up, guys. Jack Schrader with the $5 super sticker. Appreciate you, Jack. Just saw that now, my man. I appreciate it, bro. Kennedy wanted Jup. Hold on, I got Jup for Kennedy real quick. And Lord Mario said, which platforms can you short on? Binance is buggy. Qcoin and Bybit you can do, but you know what you have to do. You know what you have to do. All right, let me do JUP for Kennedy, and then we shall call it until a little bit. Let me look at JUP. See if Kennedy, if you're not here, man, I'll remind you later. All right, Jupiter. And this thing actually looks like a nice little cup and handle formation. Let me actually bring up the EMAs like this. Let me see if it back. Oh yeah. Yep. That's the cup and handle formation that I like. Everyone has different cup and handle formations, but that's the rounded bottom. Okay. The second rounded bottom, but the higher low. The back test of the 50. That's the key thing. The back test of the 50. Okay. And then formation back up. If you break that out, man, that's just a nice cup and handle formation on the daily time frame. Daily stocks got room to run up. You got a little bit of bearish divergence, but it's not confirmed yet. If you can break through this today, that's awesome. Just be careful because you get a little bit of daily bearish divergence at resistance. So today's close is going to be big. You close below this today, it's looking a little shady. But if you break back above this day, all right, that's going to be looking pretty good. Measure move, which you guys know I'm not a huge measure move fan, but I know some people are. Take swing low to swing high. Extrapolate that up. Going to be a pretty significant move. This is only going to happen if Bitcoin stays strong here. That's about 13 cents. It's a pretty decent move there. Not too shabby. All right, so I like the bottom formation there. Now you just got to see the breakout here. It's not confirmed until you see the close above the neckline, which is at 1.9 cents. All right, guys. Adios, GT Nuts. Appreciate you becoming a member, man. I'll see you at 1 p.m. All right. Adios, my friends. Have a good day. Peace.